I've quit Snowbreak Containment Zone. I don't usually make videos on me quitting a game, I usually just drop it and move on. But with Snowbreak, since I kind of had the series video, I feel like this is a good follow-up, especially with Anniversary coming around. If you are a Snowbreak player, just off the rip, this is a great Annie. There's a lot of good features. I'll be leaving a link to this down below. You can go through and like comb through the details of the game. It's great. I feel like just from a foundation of, if you like the base game, the gameplay of Snowbreak, if you like the gacha system of Snowbreak, if you like the characters of Snowbreak and the new design specifically, you're gonna have a great time. But I'm meh. Fenny and Life are getting 2 additional alt outfits, or more specifically alt variations. These are limited 5 stars. I think they're okay. With someone like Life in particular, she is now getting dual weapons, a new weapon archetype, i.e. dual machine guns, submachine guns specifically. And that's fine on the surface because new weapon archetypes are cool, but it's not fine because Snowbreak, and more specifically Season, has not added 4 stars into this game. And I mean 4-star weapons and 4-star characters. And so there isn't a chance for another character to get to use his weapon archetype, first off. And then second off, if you miss the event, you have to slowly farm up a currency to purchase the weapon from another shop. And that's your only option. You have the one she starts out with when you pull her, the event one, and then her signature. There isn't any way to sort of gear her towards a different role, or maybe you want to focus more on ult or skilling or supportive and skill usage. No, you don't get that option at all, which kind of sucks. I feel like this would have been cool at the first time, but Katya has a crossbow. She's the only crossbow user in the game, and they don't add 4 stars, so it's like, why would I care when I know this is exclusive to one character? Fenny's getting an ult. Cool, great. For the design standpoint, these are following the similar suits of Enya, of Cirrus, of someone like, who else? The bodysuit model, and whether you like it or not, if you like it, hey, great for you. If you don't like it, hey, sorry for you. For me, what's irking me about this is that these are completely different models. You have the same-ish facial style, but like for the body archetype, it's completely changed from wider hips to bigger chest. It is a complete difference from Life and Fenny, who weren't even like flat characters. They weren't like Cherno's original variation or someone like Frida. They already had some chest, so I don't understand this change, but hey, whatever. Outfits, cool, great. The interactable scenes, they seem to be going much more in on. I like that idea. It's nice because the dorm was already getting changed. So cool. Marian's getting an outfit. Great. Echo's getting an outfit. It's cute. I like Echo. She's great. She's adorable. I still prefer her original default outfit, but hey, I'll always accept more. Life's free astronaut outfit is getting a different variation. I don't like it, but it's free, so I'm not going to complain too much. In regards to logistics squads, they're getting more and more exclusive. They had this issue with Cirrus where they made her logistics squad require her, as in not just, oh, when you activate a specific set that only Cirrus can do. No, it specifically names her, which I don't know how these are going to go. I hope they're less restrictive, but I'm not too confident. Echo getting her rerun is fine. It's at the end of this month, so basically next month. Cool, great, whatever. She is cute, but once again, my biggest issue is that she is a healer in a game that doesn't seem to incentivize healing or even long drawn out fights. So even in the co-op content, since you can only select one character, your option is either you play the healer or no one's playing as the healer. And within the context of campaign and the other things you do solo, there is no content that requires you to have a healer. Because in most circumstances, you either do enough AoE damage or enough damage overall to kill the enemy. And that's fine, because damage is damage. Everybody likes damage. But it does mean that the gameplay is not going to evolve long enough. If I get a character like Cherno, if I get a character like Katya, if I get probably this Life alt variation and Fenny, these characters are going to be good and they're going to be strong, and I'm not going to need a healer or defensive utility. And so at that point, why would I go for them? I liked Snowbreak for the gameplay. The gameplay, in my opinion, is still great, but that's it. Now, they're adding a rerun feature for Acacia. I think that this is really nice. It's a selectable banner. I don't know if it's a situation to where you can select multiple. Like, I want to select Acacia, I get Acacia, then I can select Mokshur. Aether Gazer had it to where you can select 3. I liked it a lot when they did it. And I think it also works exceptionally well for the weapon banner here, but they're also giving you the ability to get a free with a selected ticket. Cool. Once again, event-wise, area-wise, all of that exceptional. I do think they pulled out the stops there. I just wish this kind of carried over into just normal gameplay. But hey, that's just me. Star Master sucked when they first introduced it. I hope they improve it this time, but I'm not too confident because the base gameplay wasn't that, it felt too long. So if it's more quick and in quicker succession, I think they actually have a chance of making it a good game mode. But for now, based on previous introductions of it, not good. Everything else is cool. All the freebies you get, wonderful. I think that, once again, from the perspective of if you like the game already, you're going to love this. The ability to pick out any weapon, well, mostly any weapon, save for like Cherno and onwards, it's great. I would recommend Alo Truth. That's for Mokshur. Blitzing Fangs is only if you want. Mind you, these all correlate directly to the character above them, I believe. So this is for Echo, this is for Mokshur, and so on. All of the items you're getting make this a generous Annie. but this hasn't inherently changed the gameplay. The dormitories, I love, because I always love dorm systems in games. They're nice. I just don't know how I feel about the lack of changes to the gameplay modes. This new home background menu, it's cool, but my issue is Arcanite does it better. Arcanite does it better. Brown Dust 2 does it better. Blue Archive does it better. Even Reverse 99 does it better, because it's not in the situation of, oh, I like this background. It's a situation of it's taken you a year to add one background, because it's just one. You could have at least taken it from different regions, different locations you fight with in the campaign, whether it is a background that's an image for like the launch screens, or whether it is a situation to where it's the background of locations within Paradoxical Labyrinth and so on. That'd be neat. No. Opal vouchers being added to the battle pass is nice for more furniture selections, I do hope. And Edge's outfit is technically speaking free. Well, not free, but it's cheaper than just purchasing everything else because you get more resources with it. So, once again, finicky. Do with that what you will. I think from a basic standpoint, this is a fine anniversary. It's great, it's adding a lot of features, but it's not promising or improving into gameplay modes. If I'm looking at the other anniversaries, 8th of Gaze, they gave you a lot of stuff, a free selector for a character, a free selector banner, well not a free selector banner, but it gave you a banner to where you can select like 3 or 4 characters essentially and grab them over time. You had a great Annie character, a bunch of events, a bunch of gifts being given out daily. That was Age's anniversary. With Genshin, you usually have a Lantern Rights. HSR, you had their Cosmogony events. And in regards to Brown Dust 2, about 200 plus polls. You had the promise of a RNG game mode, which is the equivalent of Paradoxical Labyrinth. And at the half Annie, they promised Last Night, which is a big raid boss. So Brown Dust 2 at least always improves on gameplay, every Annie or half Annie. Nike gave you a free character over time, which was exceptional. It also had a nice event with it too. It also had, once again, new features over time, introducing that with new outfits. And I don't get what this is going for, because it's introducing a new weapon archetype when they barely expanded upon the last archetype, and they're not adding in a 4-star at all. Because this seems nice for this patch, and maybe for next patch. But what about onwards? During this anniversary, because there also is a section, I'll be linking this down below as well. There was a section where they discussed the stream itself. And in this instance, this is all nice for anniversary, but there is no promise of new things coming, new game modes, or new changes to permanent content, or already pre-existing content. Not like there's the raid bosses that they have, or the big bosses they have in game are difficult. And so it's a situation of, well, why would I wait? Why would I care? But either way, no. For me, my waiting out feature was, what are they going to do for Anne, character-wise? And secondary, who is the anniversary character? We knew it was probably going to be someone like Fenny. I'm fine with that. It's just, I'm not fine with the way they changed the design of the character and the model of the character. Fenny was already very cute. This is not Fenny. This is not life. This is some other big titty bitch. Either way, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.